to Ampersand Unique Gifts and Home Decor. My name is Sarah. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than our normal DIY thrift flip because I'm going to show you a thrift haul. Over the weekend I went to my parents' house in Tennessee and we did some shopping. So I'm going to show you everything that I bought. I'll try to remember the price. Some of the places were having discounts and I'm not sure I'll remember what came from where. But anyway, let's get started. All right, first up, we have this adorable mini steamer. It's the Asian style steamer. I thought it was really cute. I'd never seen one this small before. This was $2.50 from Goodwill. And it's absolutely perfect just to add a touch of natural color wood into your decor, or you can actually use it. Still works, nothing wrong with it. Next up in our natural color, these trivets. So I have a set on the website already that has one that looks like this, and it's a mismatch set. So I'll probably either go ahead and add this one to the other one and have a pair and then have one mismatch, or I'll keep them both the same, but I paid 50 cents a piece for these. I think that one of the things that makes some of the thrifted items popular is how much we love to see those things from our youth. And this is definitely, I actually have some very similar to this that I use in my regular everyday table when I need to have a hot plate down. Have this nice wicker tray. These are great, again, adding a touch of that natural color. I won't do anything to this. Paid $1.49 for this one, and it looks great on the coffee table with your remotes. Maybe put a little plant with a succulent in it, or you can actually use it in your dinnerware to serve. You could put your buns on here, your paper plates to carry them out to the cookout, whatever you would like. These items mostly today will be available on ampersanduniquegifts.com. We, over the weekend, we'll get all of the ones that are going to be uploaded, unless it requires a paint job, in which case it may take a little bit longer for us to get those out there. And then some of the larger items will go directly to one of our booths in Clarksville, Indiana. This is a Lazy Susan. My guess is that it had something that went on it, and then you could lift it on the sides. You could lift the actual tray, like a ceramic tray. I have one very similar to this that doesn't have the cutouts, but it has the different dishes. It's California pottery. So it is a mid-century California pottery, the one I have, and I'm assuming this might be that. But I picked this up for $1.50 from Goodwill, and I like to use the Lazy Susans when I'm painting smaller projects because it gives me a way I can set it down, turn it to paint the different items, and I don't have to touch the piece at all. So that's probably going to stay in my stash at home. And then we have these bamboo rod placemat or drying mats. So I just have the two. They are a little bit different in color. One of them is a darker, one has a little bit more reddish tint to them. Each one of these were 49 cents a piece. But I thought they were really neat. You could even just use it as a backdrop in your shelf and your decor with your white dishes behind in front of them. But I just couldn't resist. They are very handmade looking. Again, I just have the two. They will be sold individually on the website. So now I have some mugs. Let's look at our mugs. So this is a beautiful pale kind of teal seafoam looking color. I'm not familiar with the maker. This was 99 cents. It was made in the USA, hand wash only, do not microwave, but it has all of the constellations. And I thought that that was really fun. Leo, I'm a Leo, has the Leo constellation right there, but I just really liked that. This is a pottery barn. It has the letter F. It doesn't mean anything to me, but I just thought it was a really good mug. Feels good in the hand, good weight. And I thought I'd go ahead and pick it up. This one was $1, but then it was at the Good Samaritan where items were 50% off in all of their home goods. So this one was only 50 cents. These 4 mugs They're all hooked together. These are Faberware, and I actually intend to turn them into candles. I love that floral design. You can see the color around them. They're a great size. Probably use 2 wicks and turn them into candles, and they will make a wonderful gift for somebody that likes candles and floral and collects cups. I paid $3 for the set of 4. These, I think, they're either anchor hocking or one of the other commonly familiar vintage, from our vintage glassware. I'll have to look them up. I can't remember exactly. If you know, you can tell me in the comments. But this is the Frosted Pink ice cream or sundae cups. I originally picked these up because I thought they would make beautiful candles as well. That white soy wax down in there, maybe a 1 wick. But I think I'm going to actually leave them as is for now. I paid $3.50 a piece for them. But I just really thought they were beautiful and didn't want to leave them on the shelf. Speaking of sundaes and ice cream, look at this. Have you ever seen anything like this? It is a giant blue ice cream cone on a matching wonderful plate. It's the color and style kind of like Fiesta ware, but it is actually made by something that says The Monkey and the Peddler. It has the year 2006. Nothing like getting old. Paid $3.50 for this. This is from Goodwill. And I think this is our last mug. But this little beautiful speckledy stoneware, just in a tan with brown speckles, is a great size. If you just need a little sip of something, I thought it was handmade, but it actually says Churchill, England on the bottom of it. And this would be another one that would just look beautiful as a touch of a hint of color in your decor if you had some natural dishes that you displayed on your shelf. Have a hand-painted plate that actually is the 2001 Indianapolis, Indiana NGAUS. So I'm assuming this is an award. I paid $3.99. Trying to see, it has something else written on it. I think it has a number out of, sorry guys, I was trying to pull the tag off and see what it says. I can't read it. Yeah, it does say hand painted. Anyway, I thought this was just beautiful. I love the cutouts, kind of gives that filigree look. And it does also have, if you wanted to hang it, it has the way that you can put the hanger through there. And again, 2001, Indianapolis, Indiana. I just loved it. Wrapping up, we're almost through our kitchenware, if you will. I picked this up, so it's a cute little bowl. I don't know that it has any significance, but I'm always looking for a cloche. I was trying to see if I had anything. I can't ever find the cloche. I see other people, I watch thrift videos, they find them all the time. Never can I find them out in the wild. So I was thinking of things, so for example, picture this plate, and it has a beautiful rim around here. So I'm going to drill a hole through it and put a knob, and I love this scallop, and then I'm going to put it on an actual wood round. I know that a lot of people like to put them on plates, but it's the perfect size for a cupcake or a very small little scene if you wanted to put a little scene under there. But I just thought it was 99 cents, and I just thought it was perfect. Everything's either cute, perfect, or something. I seem to use the same words. Sorry about that, guys. This is a copper pot with a wood handle. It was half off of $4.99. Has the little spout there, and I don't know, you know how you just like things that has the tin line. It could be cleaned up and probably used. It's got kind of a pretty good spot inside, but I would definitely just keep it as a decor piece, either hang it on a hook or possibly set it in there. You could put a Christmas tree in it. I know that sounds crazy because this is July, but it's going to be here before we know it. And that's why I went ahead and picked up these Department 56. They are that bisque pottery. They are, there's one, she's standing there, and then we have our skater with his little skates bending over to give her a kiss. And she has her beautiful winter coat and her muff, and her eyes closed and puckered. She is prepared for his kiss. Are these not the sweetest things that you've ever seen? And you know, Christmas will be here before we know it. This Christmas tree, it is not old. It's intended to look like all the old vintage ones. It just needs the little pegs. You can buy those anywhere at any of the craft stores. Our candle still works just great inside. It's battery operated. This was $1.99 from Goodwill. So these kind of items are very popular in those you paint and glaze yourself. So here's another one. This one still has the little plastic tag, so I'm assuming it still works. I didn't know whether to leave that in there or test it. I'll decide before I do anything. I'll take some pictures. But this one is, again, that little bisque pottery, this adorable little house. And I just thought that these would be great as we get ready for our holiday season. All right, let's look at all things animals now. So I picked this up, and the whole set was $7.99, but it has this cute little tray, and then it has these adorable frog salt and pepper shakers. But I just love frogs. I love these. It says that it was made in Thailand. So not sure how vintage that makes it. But either way, cute as can be. Okay, next we have this cast. This was $4. And it is a cast iron napkin holder. But you could also hold your mail. You could set a couple books in there. I mean, it can be used for anything. But I believe it probably was originally designed as a napkin holder. But I really like that good, heavy, beautiful red farmhouse color. Next, have this little jewelry holder. Has the little cup in there. This was $4.99, but it was from one of the thrift stores that had the sale. So it was either 50 or 20% off. I don't remember. Made in India, but it's pewter. So it's the neatest little thing. Also picked up this Wade figurine. I can't remember. You guys tell me. They came inside something, or else you used coupons. But I think they were actually in something. I just can't remember what. But I loved the owl. I felt like for fall, it was just the cutest could be. And my daughter has collected these since she was very tiny. So I picked up that little owl. Next, we have a Pampered Chef cookie mold. This is the Farmyard Friends from 1994. And it has a cow, it has some ducks, let's see, a pig, and a sheep. It's missing its ribbon. I'll probably put a ribbon on there. So that will also be listed on our website. Here we have a lantern. Has the little thing to put a votive holder in there, or votive. It is a votive holder, a votive. Or you could set a larger candle inside as long as it fit through the door. Set it right on top of there. And it has this adorable horse weather vane on the top. This will go directly to my booth. I probably won't put this on the website. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I don't want to risk. It's got some, looks like it might have some kitchen fuzz on it or something. But it's got some fuzz on it. The risk of bending these and getting it all out of shape, I think I'd rather sell this in person. So I'm so sorry, guys. If it's something that you definitely are interested in and you want me to ship it, you can reach out to me and let me know. And I will just very carefully try to make sure that those aren't where that they can bend. So anyway, let me know if that's something that you would like. Grabbed this. I thought this was 99 cents. Going into fall, just thought it was perfect. Looks kind of like a pumpkin. I won't actually do anything to it to make it look like a pumpkin, but it will look great in the fall decor. All right, sticking with our animal theme. Oh my goodness, these are so heavy. I don't know, I actually think they're concrete. I thought they were resin, but I think they're concrete. These are lions. They are bookends. They are going to get a paint job. There's a few little places that are chipped, and I will give it a paint job and wax it, bring out all that detail, but it'll help hide where those places are that are chipped. These are very heavy. I'm going to go ahead and put these in my booth instead of on the website. But again, anything like this that you see that you fall in love with and you think, no, really, I'm willing to risk if you ship it to me, then let me know and we can work something out. I think that was it on my animal themed items. I said we were finished with kitchen, but I had missed this. This is a beautiful picture. I don't know who the maker is. I haven't looked it up, but I love those squares, and I am just a fan for pictures. This was $3.50. Forgot to tell you on this one. These were $9.99. $7.99. They were $7.99. And hold that thought. Kitchen items. So I have 5 of these wicker, they're like paper plate holders. These are those things that we all remember using from a certain time in our life. I don't know if they even still make them. My favorite was, I was watching somebody one time that said, look at these adorable flat baskets. And I guess technically that's what they are. But I'm selling the whole set of 5 on our website. But I paid 99 cents for the stack. I grabbed these for $5 a piece, and I like to take these. I've done very well putting the wood rounds in them and making a riser for the center of your table or on your coffee table, but they are both in really good shape. Pick 2 of them up, $5 a piece. So I have several different kinds of picture frames. This is one of the vintage gold bifold 8x10 frames. I will add artwork to that, and then it will be listed on the website. Paid $1.50 for this. This is still, it's obviously never been used. It still has the cardboard on it. I paid $4.99. Made in Mexico. I was trying to see. Looks like it was originally $24.99, 11 by 14, but I will add artwork to this, put a backing on it, and this will sell in our booth. So speaking back to our farm animals, have you ever seen a stack of animals that has so many in it? This was originally $29.99 from Hobby Lobby. I have lost the tag. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I love all those farm animals. This will also go to my booth. If you are new here, I would love if you would consider subscribing. We do DIYs, we do thrift flips, trash to treasures, handmade, and then obviously thrift hauls and organizational videos. So we do all those fun things, and I would love if you would click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. I also picked up these 2 frames. These were $2 a piece. We have mother and grandmother. I am actually going to take them apart and take that out of it. I will probably do something to tone down the extra bright gold, and I will add some pictures. These will be perfect for making Christmas decor and getting ready for the Christmas season. This frame was $2.50. I love the pattern on it, but I'm not a fan of the color. So I will give it a paint job, wax the design so that it comes back through. I'm not sure whether I'll do a white wax over maybe an apothecary color, or if I will do a darker wax to kind of give it that vintage look. but I absolutely love the frame, not a fan of the color. And this is so funny. This is so cute. This is probably, it doesn't say anything other than that it was Ohio wholesale. So it doesn't say, I guess it wasn't a Hobby Lobby piece, but it was 79 cents. It was 99 cents, and then with my discount, it was for 79 cents. Has the hangers on the back. It's this cute little, like, what do you call those? Shutters. Oh my goodness. Shutters. But it's sideways with these little old-fashioned style nails. And I just thought it was really cute, but I will probably change what is in here and take that metal heart off and do something totally different. Maybe give the whole thing a paint job. Or I will leave the heart but paint it and put something else on there. So, picture frames, gold picture frame. So I'm going to look this picture up. I haven't. I honestly bought the frame for $6 because I liked the size and I like the color, the style of the frame. Now, I may paint over it and bring some of that gold back. But on the back, it says, excuse me, it says Gallery Graphics Incorporated from Noel, Missouri, has their address and their phone number, Antique Classic Collection, and then handwritten, it says $125 for both, or separate, $75 each. And then it says signed. So while it does have a signature down here, looks like Maria Humphrey and 97. So I am going to look this up before I do too much to it, but my original goal was a $6 frame that I would replace the art in and probably do a little bit to the frame to get rid of that fake rounding on it and maybe paint the entire thing and just bring the gold back. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Okay, we're getting close to the end. We're almost finished. The tag has come off of this, but apparently it was for sale somewhere, and then it's from Hobby Lobby. I can't see what the original Hobby Lobby price was, but I paid $3.50 for it, and I love that it's a wall pocket, ceramic, perfect blank slate. Does have a little bit of texture, but that won't stop me. We're going to probably add a Christmas transfer to that, and that will be available for our Christmas items. Picked up for $5. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vintage, and I believe they are handkerchiefs. I wasn't sure at first if they were napkins or handkerchiefs, but they appeared to be handkerchiefs. They look really good when you are just needing to add a touch of texture fabric to a particular display. Maybe you have a basket you want something to hang out of, but I like to pick these up to use in displays. They will also be for sale on our website. For $1.50, I picked up this set of coasters. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coasters. I think probably originally there would have been 6 because there's room for one more in there. Looks like it might be teak wood. It had a tag on the bottom that's gone. But I just thought this looks very mid-century to me. And again, it was $1.50 for me. And that will be available on our website. This industrial bobbin was $3. It is wood here, and then it's some kind of plastic, some kind of heavy plastic. But I like to add these just in general into a vignette, or people will tend to put like maybe a Christmas ribbon on it. It will be as is on the website. Here we have a beautiful brass menorah. I do have candles. I had a different menorah that I picked up. It was actually a dachshund. So cute. But the candles came in a box of 50, so I have some extra that I will include with this. And then I picked up this adorable little chair. It was $3. I'm not sure where it's from. It may just be, a dollar store item, but it is solid wood. It will get a paint job, and I like to use these in my displays. It's a nice riser. They look wonderful. You can put a Christmas tree on top of it. You can put a potted plant on top of it, or any of your other items that you just would like to display. So I picked up a few of these. items for that purpose only. And I will go ahead and list it on the website. I have one out there right now that's like a brown one with the domed top and the slats. But anyway, I will add this one too, but it will get a paint job, as will the stool. I think this is probably from the Dollar General if I remember correctly. But I also picked this up for $3. Again, I will get this. It's like paper decoupage on there. I will do something different to the top and give it a paint job, make it a little bit, probably make it a little less holiday and a little more generic so it can be used all year round. Speaking of Christmas trees, this is just a little frosted tree. You know, no big deal. I try to pick these up when they are, you know, a reasonable cost. Plugged it in and made sure the lights worked, and they do. There was one bulb somewhere here in the middle that didn't work, but everything else did. And I will decorate around the booth with these when the time comes. So I always try to pick up the Christmas trees. They'll all get priced so that if I sell them, perfect, that's the goal, right? But I have enough every season to have a full Christmas display in our booths. So this won't go on the website, but it will be saved for our displays in the booth. Picked this up. It completely looks brand new. I mean, it's completely clean, and I am actually keeping this and using it. I used to get all Vera Bradley. I was a big time Vera Bradley fan, and would get new ones every season, and it's been a while since I had a new one, but this will be great when I am taking my computer and my tablet and my little credit card machine when I do the markets in person. So I was really excited about this. It was $18. Again, it's Vera Bradley, and it was brand new, and I like the pattern. Green is my favorite color, so all things that have green, love, love, love. And this was $1.99. Again, it's just a roll of paper, but I have a it's like a towel bar that this can go on, and then you can put it out, and I got that so that my grandson can draw, and you just pull out as much paper as you need, and then they color, and you can tear it off, pull out more, keep it all one piece, however you want to do it. But anytime I get an opportunity to pick up rolls that'll fit on that, I do. I loved the frame. I don't hate the art, but I bought it for the frame. This was $5. And I will not do anything to the frame. I will put a canvas in here. If you've watched my other videos, I have several canvases that I get. I just pick them up at different places. The last ones I got from Vintage Bee Design, Squirrel and Bee Home, I think it is now, on Whatnot. And I had one that was a cow sitting on a couch. Like, it actually looks like a real photograph. And then one that was a horse sitting on a couch, and they have sold, so I'm very excited. And I'm going to put some more, and I like to use these big gold frames. They do really well for me. So guys, that is everything. I think I had a terrific bunch of stuff. I came home and still had money in my pocket, so it was a great time. Oh, I don't think I showed you these. I said I was done. Look what I just found sitting right in front of me. This little cast iron hooks, paid $3.50 for this, and I will sell this on the website as is. Again, it's cast iron, all one piece. And then just the things gonna keep coming up. So these are just from Old Time Pottery. They just are the bottom of, you know, they're just terracotta. You're supposed to have a pot sitting in them. But I saw this set, and to me it looked like it would be some really cute coasters. So I am thinking that I may go ahead and paint them and put a design in them and sell the set as coasters. Again, there are only 3, but I want to try to upcycle those. Okay, now we're done.
My head above the water, finally I can breathe again. Lost in the waves I wander, but in your eyes I see no pain. You're a holiday, a break from the rain, sipping your sunshine, come take me away. In the water, finally I can feet steady on the ground. With you I found my reason, yeah, to keep chasing what we found. You're a holiday